Hey everyone, it's Mordecai and welcome to the final part of RPG Maker Horror Girls. It sort of ended up being a bunch of more girls, so I apologize. I know there are male characters in RPG Maker Horror, but you can find some of those in my Omori episode. Anyway, this first character is actually a bonus character. It's Aoi Muko from a visual novel, Kimi to Kanajo no Koi, which is me and you and her. This was a request. All of these were requests, so this is the request episode that I promised. I'm so thankful to all of you who left requests, and I will leave your names in a little row at the end of the video just as a thank you for putting your requests in the comments section. I think she turned out pretty cute. I wish I could make her a little more accurate, but I liked what I did with her bangs because I made them super messy and super trying to emulate that anime art style with the bangs. You can't see them very well until we go back to me maker mode here in a second, but I do think that she turned out pretty cute, all things considered. And for, you know, what you can do in the me maker, I wish I could make the top of her hair more glowy, but that's just how it is. The next is Sone Miyuki, which is from the same visual novel. It's a yandere visual novel from what I could see. I've never personally played it, but again, it's a request from the comment section. I think she turned out pretty good as well. I tried to make their hair colors as close as possible, but again, it's just the limitations of me maker. I said this in the last video, but I really hope that they give us a color wheel in the future. That would be pretty nice, like outside of the paint mode. I don't know that they will, but it would be pretty cool if they did. I don't think it would be too bad to pull off either. The next character is Lime from Witch's Heart. I got at least 2 or 3 requests for Witch's Heart, so I definitely wanted to make some characters from that. You will see one other character from Witch's Heart, but I wanted to start with Lime because I wanted to do someone with green hair, and I really like the design. I really like Lime's design, so I wanted to start with that. I wish that there was a hair that was long and flippy with the pigtails, but this was sort of as close as I could get with me maker, and I don't think it looks too bad. I think when I add my own decorations, like my own drawings for the hair, it will help a whole lot to make this look more like Lime. You can see that here when I start sketching on the hair pieces. It just helps like make the character look more accurate, even if it's not a super whole lot of sketching that I do on there as an addition. And obviously adding her ribbons helps her look more like herself too. And I had a struggle trying to find the precise colors. I wish I could color pick from my image on my computer, but obviously that's not gonna work. So here is the finished Lime, and I think she's really cute. I love the green hair so much. I love green hair on characters. Next is Cat from the Pocket... No, not Pocket Lily. I'm mixing up like 5 different games. She's from the prologue of Project Cat. It's called Project Cat. It's a prologue. It's been on Steam for quite a while. I think it's free. I'm pretty sure it's free. And she's pretty simple me, so she didn't take that long. I did add extra bang pieces, as you can see, so I could add her hair clips. I was just trying to try some new stuff to see what kinds of things I could do. And you'll see here in this next one that I really go kind of ham. I forgot to record the beginning of Claire, and I'm so sorry because Claire was a request. All of these were requests, except for Cat. Cat was one I added in myself, but all of these were requests, and I'm so sorry I forgot to record the beginning of Claire, but I did something different for Claire. As you can see, I drew on all of her bangs. She had no bangs to begin with. I drew on all of them, and the reason I did this is because I wanted to add her ribbon, and I wouldn't have been able to add it over top of me maker's default bangs just because of how the game works. So I drew on her bangs myself, and I would highly recommend drawing on the bangs themselves if you have like some sort of accessory you want to put over top of it like this, because then the game won't stop you from drawing over top of them because they are drawn. All of it is drawn, so it's pretty cool that way. And I think that this technique will come in handy for more characters in the future. And obviously, when I am actually putting them on my island, I will take a lot more time in my drawings. Like for this series, I was just sort of having fun, and I wasn't sort of putting a lot of pressure on myself to make the drawings look super perfect or super detailed. But when putting characters on my island, I'd probably put a little more care into it. But here's the finished Claire, and I think she looks super cute. I'm sorry that I forgot to record making the me part. I was so pissed off. Next is Reiko from Your Turn to Die. This one suffers from the same problem that Mayu suffered from in episode 2, which is there is not a like desaturated brown to use. There's only like this bright chocolate brown, so we don't have a lot of options in that case when it comes to characters who have this desaturated brown hair, and it really kind of sucks because I wish it could be more accurate, but it can't. But I will say this me looks hilarious right now, but I promise when she gets to the painting portion, she looks a lot better and she looks really accurate, and I'm pretty proud of her. I think she looks really good. I'm not familiar with this game, actually. I've never played it personally, but it looks really cool. It looks like something I would enjoy, and I just wish I could get the hair color more accurate. That's all. I really do, and it's a shame that there are no non-chocolate browns in this game. All the browns are very rich and reddish, and it kind of sucks ass, but I think I loved drawing her hair, so I know that these pieces would be in the front and sort of floating, but I don't care. I think it just adds so much to have these extra pieces around her head, and then I drew to simulate her little braid that she has in her hair and added her makeup underneath of her eyes. I think she looks so cool. Like, literally so cool. I love this one so much. This me turned out so well. So thank you so much for requesting Reiko, because this one, as you said in your comment, it very much benefited from the me coloring system that they added in-game. The next me is Aria from Aria's Story. I wanted to do something a little different with this one, which was I wanted to do another me with closed eyes. There's a few more me's after this, and they have closed eyes because they're like Yume Nikki fan game me's. But I wanted to do something like a little different with the Aria Story me and just give her closed eyes. She was really simple. I sort of went in with the detail brush to give her side hair and her hair clips and like a little extra detailing, and I think she looks pretty accurate. And yeah, she was a very simple me to make, nothing too crazy. Next me is Urotsuki from Yume Tuki, which is a Yume Nikki fan game, and I got some requests just to pick some Yume Nikki fan games and make me's from them, so I picked two, just what I had time for. You know, I can't do every single fan game that exists because there are a lot of them. I would know I'm a huge Yume Nikki fan and a huge fan game fan. I love Yume Tuki a lot, in fact, but here is her paint, and she's very simple me. She's not very difficult at all. Just, you know, just like Maratsuki, just very, very simple. And then this me is called Me, actually, M-E, from a game called Me, M-E. I wanted to do this one because it had bangs covering the eyes, and I wanted to try something different with, like, having no eyes at all, because you can do that in Meme Maker now, which is such a cool feature. And honestly, I think they look really good for being as simple as they are. If you wanted a fan game me in your own game, I would highly recommend Me from Me, because she makes a great me. Aha! Next and last is Harpé from Pocket Mirror. This is the last one of this video, and the last one I will be doing before the release of the game. So Harpé, again, we run into the hair color problem where I wish there was like a more pinkish blonde that I could use. I also wish there was some sort of way I could represent her eyes better because she is blind. But I think this giant white dot in the center sort of gets across like the anime, quote unquote, you know, what anime represents blindness like. So I think that is at least a representation of what I'm going for. Other than that, I think that she turns out cute, and I like the way I did the little hair bumps at the top to represent how she has like sort of hair clustering up there around her ribbon. And again, she's another one I drew the entire bangs on because she had a ribbon on her head, and I wanted to be able to draw that ribbon. So I'd say if characters have accessories, and I've learned from last time and the other times, like in the future I would probably draw, like for example, in Omori, I complained that Basil, I couldn't draw his flower on his head because of the bangs. In the future, I would probably just draw his bangs on myself so that I could draw the accessory. But yeah, that's all the characters, and thank you so much for all your requests. Here on the screen is a list of commenter names that made some requests for me. Thank you so much for watching, and again, I am an artist, so if you want some commissions done, please have a look at my Vgen, or, you know, message me on Discord. I have all my art info in the description. Consider subscribing if you like this video, and following me on Twitch, because I am trying to stream there more often. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!